when we talked with, Sarah Tolliver
Yeah.
on last year, I know you guys are all really fighting to make sure we get the events back that were in this area and to try
Yeah.
to keep those. And so I think it's great. I mean, I commend you guys for that too. But I love that you mentioned, the Ogden Rodeo. I think that's a great one where it's we've seen it grow so much. I mean, and we always go to the Paris Air Show for work for defense, and so I get to miss it. Like I don't get to, but I have to miss it every year. But I feel like my in-laws last year were like, "Hey, we're gonna get online and get the Ogden Rodeo. It's sold out in 6 minutes."
Yep.
I was like, "This is insane." But I think it's amazing too. At the same time, just like when people know it from an economic development standpoint of like, you said we're going to grow slow or organic, and it's not going to be this rush, but we need this stuff to just for economic prosperity for sure.
Yeah, it is. It's just those events that are, they've succeeded time too. Like they have highs and lows. Sometimes the rodeo is just a normal, good rodeo. And then sometimes.
Yeah, Brett was like, I think 6 years ago we were going to close the doors, and now it's like insanity.
Yeah,
So,
it's like these things always come back, just because it's built in, the tradition of the city. Like, I can tell you, I did not think I was a rodeo guy until actually this year, and I was like, it really is deep in culture. And when it comes, there's like so much rodeo and horses going on that you're like, I'll get a pair of cowboy boots and a hat just
yeah.
because it's deeply rooted. And sometimes like, cowboy stuff Western stuff wasn't cool, but like we said, Yellowstone was filmed. So a lot of times now Cowboys is more popular than ever.
Absolutely.
So.
I'm here for the cow. I'm like, I grew up, Riverton was sticks back then, not anymore. But
so see, you were cool before it was cool.
I'm going to tell everyone that. How do you think about tourism as part of like a long-term economic, strategy? And maybe for the airport, do you guys see it like Breeze is great and they're your, inaugural champions?
Yeah.
And do you guys see that like growing like, hey, we want to have a couple airlines or all days of the week, or what does that look like?
Well, I think it all goes back to connectivity. I think if we can have one flight a day that's commercial,
that would be happy.
That would be the happy
that.
Because our number one complaint is like what I said is, oh, I want to book this trip, but I only have this day and this day that works with my schedule. So
Sure.
then they have to go explore and go, oh, Salt Lake, Provo. But if we could have one flight a day in another destination and just that ease of growth, there's a lot of growth coming to the Ogden Airport that isn't just commercial. Like we're the largest general aviation where we have like 4 private pilot schools. So a lot of people are learning to fly in Utah.
Like here's the big, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have a large FBO where we have private charters for those ski resorts that are coming. And just right now, there's hangars being discussed to be developed there too. So we're having natural growth, and then having the Utah Olympics coming, having something that's a little bit out but not too far out, because if you're building a building, you really could only build like 2 or 3 large buildings during that time, and
Right.
then they're here. So I think it's a good time to have this economy, all weather season sporting events at all this time on Friday. We're going to MV Bikes. They're a carbon composite manufacturer here in Ogden too. And after the pandemic, outdoor recreations, they had this low and then a really super high. So they bring people and tourism to Ogden too to enjoy our trails
Really?
and everything. So
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.